I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
Hello, hello. Welcome to a Wednesday stream. How are you? I hope you're doing well. My name is Todd. This is another reaction stream. I have 5 excellent videos today. Good group. A lot of mashups, which is interesting. Definitely some similarities within those shows, so it should be very cool. Bit of a different one. We got some poetry. We got some music. We got mashups. I mean, this is a bit different than usual. It's going to be interesting. I hope you enjoy it. Recently, I just want to talk about this real quick. Recently, I went to a botanical garden. It was gorgeous. If you've never been to a botanical garden, you need. It is stunning. They had bonsai trees, bamboo trees, an herb garden that was run by some herb society of the area. They had a big man-made waterfall. They had some benches in front of it so you could just kind of hang out. There was koi in like a koi pond in front of the waterfall. Like, it was stunning. So I know weather's kind of getting interesting and warming up, and we're going outside a little bit more. So go ahead and head down to a botanical garden if you have one near you, or any sort of outdoor, hiking, park, whatever. Lake, ideally, that'd be great. But head outside, find something interesting. It is the time of year for that, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, and then I don't know. You're on your own. But very fun, very interesting. Get out there, enjoy yourselves. There's my message. Anyway, if you would like to request your own videos, you can do so. podreacts.com. The season and series tiers, as you see there, actually are the requesting tiers. And then if you're looking for just watching longer form content that the other tiers request that are on the website, hosted exclusively on the website, you can get the episode tier. And it's basically a monthly movie ticket, if you will. That's basically as I framed it. You get to see everything. You get to watch everything. You don't get to request anything, but you get to see everything. Cool. You get to experience it with others, which is amazing. And that's literally the whole point of this. But so go ahead and join today. Go ahead and throw a subscription. Subscribe to the Todd Reacts YouTube channel. Throw a like on the stream, by the way, if you enjoy it. And hit that notification bell. That way you get notified when the streams go live. Eventually they will be live, dual streamed on Twitch and YouTube. Currently right now it's just live on Twitch as I kind of work out system and everything and get caught up on requests. Doing this much more often than I will. So I guess you can assume there will be maybe 2 days a week of live streams on YouTube coming up. Along with the gaming channel, which, by the way, before I get into that, I do want to touch on this. I've been touching on it a little bit the past couple days. 84% of the views, watch time from last month in April were not subscribed. It is very easy. I highly recommend it. I used to be the person that didn't have an account with YouTube, mainly because I just didn't need a Gmail account. But what I ended up doing specifically for this is I created a Gmail account that I never use, and I only use it to log into YouTube. So that way I have subscriptions. I keep track of my favorite content creators, what they're posting. It's cool because it gives you a feed that's chronologically listed. So you can literally just scroll through all the people you enjoy and then watch one after one after one. Super cool. And on the right, it gives you their little logos with like a blue dot next to it. And it tells you, hey, they got new videos available. And you know exactly who's posted, who's not posted. Super cool. Totally free. It's easy to sign up. So go ahead and do it. It's so much easier than relying on the YouTube algorithm, which is not wonderful. I used to rely strictly on the homepage of what it was throwing in front of me. But I found that very often I would lose track of the people I actually enjoyed. And maybe 6 months, a year later, they'd be like, hey, how about this person? You're like, wait, what happened to that person? I haven't seen them in a year. So go ahead and join YouTube today. Totally free. And subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. And if you're a fan of gaming content, I launched a couple weeks ago at this point a gaming, let me get that off here real quick. I launched a gaming channel specifically. That way I'm not filling this channel, the main Todd Reacts channel, up with gaming content. If you're not into it, why would I put that in front of you, right? So go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you're into gaming content. We're going to be doing a lot of Fortnite streams. You can just come and hang out. It's totally, much more chill, I guess you could say. We're currently doing Life is Strange, and it is audience-led, so I'm doing polls on that channel. You might have seen the most recent one for Life is Strange on the main channel, just to try to get more input, right? So the games I play will be audience-driven. Join today, and you can have your say. Oh, that rhymed. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. Look out for a Fortnite stream here shortly, and then every Saturday is like the given time period for a gaming stream. So you're going to see Life is Strange. Chapter 4, as you can see it already listed there in the upcoming Chapter 4 coming up. There's 5 total, by the way. So after 5's done, I'll be taking another poll, and we'll see where we go. Hopefully it's a game I can beat because, I'm not an amazing gamer, but I'm not the worst. I'll say that. Winter collection of merch is ending in just over, as you can see at the top there, just over 9 days. Ships everywhere in the world. 15% off every order for members. And yeah, you can see the collection right here. Summer collection will be launching on June 1st on the website. Go ahead and check that out as well. Gonna have some new items, which is cool. Looking forward to it. Hope you are as well. And hopefully, a lot of us that use Fourth Wall to host our websites are really pushing them to release a reviews ability. You can actually leave a review, which is super cool. definitely looking forward to that. I usually shop by reviews, so I'm looking forward to implementing that into the website. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start with the first video. First video is Elizabeth Tudor and Anne Boleyn and Henry. What is the full title here? I Will Not Be Ruled by Anyone. And this is a mashup between The Tudors, which is a great show. I've seen it. Wonderful. And Reign, which is also a great show. I've seen it. It's wonderful. I'd recommend both of those. And of course, you already know I watched those because I am a huge fan of period pieces. I'm surprised I haven't watched Bridgerton yet, but just one of those things. I lost track of any sort of free time as soon as I got involved with this. I had watched those just before I started YouTube, but let's go ahead and jump in. This should be interesting. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I have to... You know what? Yeah, I'll read that after the video. So let's go ahead and jump in.
What are you saying?
Your father was so cruel to her.
That's enough.
No. No, you told me, you always told me that we should be truthful with each other. You said it was the definition of love.
Then here's the truth. You must shut your eyes and endure, like your betters have done before you.
Where are you going? I want to know.
It is none of your business. It is my pleasure you go back inside now.
Majesty.
Their chemistry was so good in that show.
Why are you doing this? Why did you have to do this? Stop. Because the love I bear you is so great. It broke my heart to see you loved others. Cruel to you, too.
She is a bastard, and you are not my wife.
Oh, gosh.
I just need a son, Anne would say. Then he'll treat Lizzie right. She was desperate and afraid for both of you.
I beg you, King Francis must be persuaded to accept the marriage of his son to our daughter Elizabeth, so that I may not be ruined or lost. For I see myself very near that, and in more trouble and grief than I was ever in before my marriage. Nan.
Madam.
Get them to fetch Elizabeth to me tomorrow. I want to see my daughter.
Please. Henry. Please.
And now, if anything should happen to me, will you promise to care for her?
Yes. Elizabeth!
She's no longer a princess, she's a bastard.
Brutal. Brutal.
I never forgave my father for what he did to my mother. I must always be seen as Henry's daughter. But in my heart, I can be something so much different. Your mother.
Elizabeth! Oh, my own heart. Oh, hello.
I should be proud to help the princess. That's
Gosh.
another memory of her mother.
Such a different
Whose life and whose faith too
feeling
easily
completely.
escapes marriage.
I am the king's wife.
And you should remember how you got there.
I know how I got there. And it was not all you. It was not all you, or Norfolk, or George, or any other man you want to name.
It was also me. He fell in love with me.
He respected me.
And my opinions.
I will say this is one of the most interesting historical stories I think, ever, honestly. It is so like layered and fascinating, and the characters are so interesting.
It is a fact of our time. A man rules his wife, even if his wife is a queen. I will not be laid low by any man. I will not be ruled by anyone.
The scandal.
Great things of you, and I shall not be disappointed.
I hope not.
Elizabeth, you cannot rule alone. No woman could.
I can, and I will.
She is so clever. And though she is like me in so many ways, she is not intemperate as I was.
You have no one to blame but yourself for this. I was distressed to see you with that wench, Jane Seymour. Don't you know I love you 1,000 times more than Catherine ever did?
And don't you know that I can drag you down as quickly as I raised you?
Gosh. Talk about duality.
It means that the king loves both of us. And that you may be queen someday. And you. Queen Elizabeth.
A boy is more important, Elizabeth.
I don't think so.
So good. So good. I love those shows. And they're quick watches too. They're not super long. Easy to breeze through. It's not like 22 seasons or it's short, but they're very good. I think I watched them on Netflix. They're probably available where as well. But yeah, check those out for sure. What an interesting story. It's always been fascinating. Fascinating. The scandal, the Henry going through his like madness and praise and trying to get an heir. Oh, it's just good. It's just good. The gossip, you know, the clothes, the royalty, all that good stuff. Just wrapped into one big story. It is just chef's kiss. Let's go ahead and pull up some information. This is actually a post. This is actually a post from Quester. I'm going to go ahead and read that. It discusses what the video is. Video is like a tribute for Anne Boleyn and her daughter. Anne was Henry VIII's second wife, who he broke from the Pope and turned England Protestant to marry. It took 7 years to divorce his first wife and required him to break with the Catholic Church. Anne was a reformist and influenced Henry to join the cause at a time when being a reformist Protestant would get you burned at the stake for heresy and treason. She and Henry's desire to marry her was one of the biggest driving forces behind the English Reformation, and Henry beheaded her after 3 years of marriage because she didn't give him a son, only a daughter. I mean, that's wild. When he killed Anne, he also declared their daughter, Elizabeth, bastard, to take her out of the line of succession, but 3 years before his death, when he had only a 6-year-old son as an heir, he restored her and her half-sister, the Bloody Mary, to the succession after their brother. That's kind of interesting. He got close to the end and he just had a change of heart or something. Like, very interesting storyline there. Elizabeth went on to rule England in her own right and without a husband for 45 years, which was thought impossible at the time. Hence Henry's obsession with having a son. No woman had ever been able to hold the English throne without a husband until Elizabeth. Her reign is known as the Golden Age, and she's arguably one of the best monarchs England's ever had. Sorry for the history lesson if you knew this already. Just wanted to give some background in case you didn't. I knew most of that, but it's always good to get a refresher, you know. And certainly, I always like to look up information and talk about it for all of us, in case you don't know or you're not familiar or it's been a while, whatever. But Anne Boleyn, those shows are so good. The Tudors and Reign, check them out. And to Henry, I did nothing to you. I was innocent. All the accusations against me were false. I thought I knew. The second wife of King Henry VIII, mother of Elizabeth Tudor, short-tempered yet charismatic and intelligent young woman, Anne is introduced to Henry by her father, Lord Thomas, who wishes to improve his own social standing. That's the funny part, is that is usually the case, right? It's always like titles and land and, you know, social status and who you are in court, all that good stuff. It's interesting that marriages were basically trading. Like, hey, I'll give you my title for this if you give me connection to that. Very strange. By having one of his daughters seduce the king, she infuriates Henry by refusing to be his mistress, which only increases Henry's desire to marry her. She is part of a conspiracy with her father and her uncle, the Duke of Norfolk, to ruin their longtime enemy, Cardinal Wolsey. During Anne's rise to power as the Queen of England from 1533 to 1536, Anne manages to make more enemies, which leaves her with few allies when she falls out of Henry's favor. Despite her eventual execution, 1536, her legacy continued through the English Reformation and through her daughter Elizabeth, became the Queen Regnant of England, known as the Virgin Queen, and led England into the Golden Age. Anne was the first wife of Henry Tudor VIII, who did not come from an upper-class family. Anne was the first wife of Henry to be executed. Well, there's an accomplishment. The second being her cousin, Catherine Howard. However, unlike Catherine, Anne was executed for a crime, adultery, that she never actually committed. Therefore, Anne did not deserve the death that she had received. At that point, I think Henry was just looking for any excuse to get rid of her. Pretty much, right? Despite her flaws, Anne was loyal and loving to her friends and family. She comforted her maid, who was struck with the sweating sickness, and constantly showed love to her daughter Elizabeth in her brief time together. Elizabeth I article is about the Reign character, Elizabeth I. Main character of the third and fourth season of Reign. Queen of England in her own right, as well as the second cousin of Mary Stuart, the source of much of the heated rivalry. Born to Henry VIII and Anne, a young woman hardened too soon by life's events, which is understandable, you think, right? But vulnerable when it comes to love, a mercenary foe riddled with compassion for her rival. Catherine recalls in Fated, the episode, that she hears Elizabeth is very cunning and has many followers, and it's mentioned by Henry that she has always thought of Mary as a threat. Gosh, it was such an interesting show. So much drama, so many like backstabbings in that show, like crazy. Elizabeth is Protestant, and she was considered a bastard by the Catholics after her father had his marriage to her mother declared null and void, which therefore made her illegitimate. Elizabeth had an older sister named Mary, whom she succeeded as Queen of England, and a younger brother named Edward, who died when he was king at age 15. Elizabeth was named after her grandmothers, Elizabeth Howard, mother, and Elizabeth of York, Henry VIII's mother, as well as her great-grandmother, Elizabeth Woodville, Elizabeth of York's mother. Mary and Elizabeth's ages are only a few years apart. She's revealed to be a good chess player. She is then shown to play chess on a number of occasions. For many years, Elizabeth I was deeply concerned about an imminent invasion from Spain, and I remember that being such a huge part of that season. Just kept going on and on and on. The eventual attack was known as the Spanish Armada, which was thwarted by Sir Francis Drake, Elizabeth I's famous sea commander. Historically, she is known as one of the greatest queens in history, known as the Virgin Queen, as she never married, thus ending the Tudor dynasty with her. Elizabeth is the one who eventually ordered Mary's execution after a failed attempt on Elizabeth's life, known as the Babington Plot, to which Mary was complicit. Historically, Elizabeth and her cousin Mary are both buried at Westminster Abbey. Got a little gnat here. Good grief. Historically, Elizabeth's reign is known as the Elizabethan era, England's golden age, and the Elizabethan England. Ruled for 45 years. At the end of her reign, she provided enough peace and religious tolerance for the reign of King James, which, ironically enough, is Mary Stuart's son. Elizabeth signed her name as Elizabeth R. The R stood for Regina, which in Latin meant queen, translating her name to Elizabeth the Queen. Mary signed her name the same way. Wow. Huh. Interesting. I highly recommend those shows. If you have not seen them, check them out. They're fantastic. Next up is Piece by Piece, New Healed Lyrics by Kelly Clarkson. This is a song. I do have some stuff to read for this as well from a requester, excuse me. We'll do that afterwards. I definitely enjoyed the original. I don't think I've heard this. There was a change, I think. Yeah, I remember her singing this on American Idol, and just super emotional. The original lyrics. Watch this get the video blocked. Still has a beautiful voice. It's been a while since I've heard her. Excellent song. I definitely heard some different lyrics in there. We're going to look a little bit more into that right now. Link down below in the original, link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. Same thing with every video I'm watching today. Links are down below in the YouTube description. Why do I do it? Number one, it gives them credit. And number two, check out their channel. You might like other videos they do. So go check them out. Very good song. As I was saying, I do remember her performance. I think it was a live performance towards the end of one of the seasons of American Idol where she sang that song where it just kind of came out. Super emotional. She was singing it and then started crying and had to take a second, catch herself. That was incredible. I think that performance is still on YouTube. Obviously, the lyrics have changed. Apparently, these are the healed lyrics or just, different lyrics because I think she got a divorce or something. Because the original one was basically geared towards, well, at least my, husband won't leave me like my dad did, basically. But got a divorce, so you have to change the lyrics, right? Especially if you're going to be singing it all the time. That's got to be one of the interesting things is I remember, oh gosh. Imagine you come out with a song that's geared towards somebody you love, husband, spouse, whatever. And then you become famous for that song, or that song becomes one of your greatest hits. And then you have to sing it all the time, and you're no longer with that person, or that person's no longer here. And it's just, that would just be crushing, soul crushing. So good that she changed the lyrics. Does it affect the song at all? No, it doesn't. I mean, it still sounds the same. And if you just kind of showed that song to somebody who didn't know the original lyrics, they would still think it's a good song. So I don't think it means anything. Change the lyrics, but very smart on her part because she's going to have to sing it for a while. This is from Anne, obviously. This is a song by Kelly Clarkson. When she first wrote the song, it was addressed to her dad, who left when she was 6, as part of the lyrics, and praised her husband because he would never abandon their daughter. Dad did. After 2 kids and a divorce, he reclaimed the song and changed the lyrics so it was a self-love song, but also a love song to her kids. So she completely changed who the song was to or about. I always suggest looking up the lyrics of the original version before watching. Changed lyrics are in the description of the YouTube video if you want to. Super interesting. Actually, I think I have. Yeah, Kelly Clarkson turns Piece by Piece into an empowering post-divorce anthem. The original version praised ex-husband in comparison to Clarkson's father. This new one, not so much. Kelly Clarkson totally upended her 2015 song Piece by Piece, transforming what was once a devotional anthem to her former husband to a song of self-love and triumph. In the original Piece by Piece, Kelly Clarkson compared her relationship with Brandon to the way her own father treated the singer and the rest of her family during her tumultuous childhood. As she told the Huffington Post at the time, I didn't realize the gravity of the situation until I had a child of my own. And until I experienced love like I do with her ex-husband on the daily, I guess you don't realize something is missing until you feel it. In the wake of her 2020 divorce, Clarkson decided not so subtly to alter the Piece by Piece lyrics during her ongoing Vegas residency. Yeah, because you're going to be singing it over and over and over and over. Can't imagine doing that with the original lyrics. Rather than the chorus celebrating a man for never walking away, asking for money, or providing care, Clarkson put the chorus totally in the first person, but piece by piece, I collected me up. I just walk away. When they ask for money, I take care of me because I love me. I did notice that difference. The most pointed change came at the very end of the chorus with Clarkson turning the original piece by piece. He restored my faith that a man can be kind and a father could stay. To piece by piece, I restored my faith that a heart can still beat even when it breaks. That is a fantastic lyric change. I mean, it doesn't change the song at all. It still sounds great, but it's subtle changes there. Clarkson loosely acknowledged the lyrics change prior to performing it, telling the crowd, "This song I initially wrote just super hopeful, right? And well, sometimes hopeful turns into hopeless, so here we go, piece by piece." This isn't the first time Clarkson has used a bit of artistic license to alter a song and address her divorce, but in March during her karaoke segment on the Kelly Clarkson Show, I keep forgetting she has like a talk show. She covered Gail's breakout hit ABCDEFU, and beyond dropping the F-bomb for forget, because this was daytime TV after all. She changed the lyrics to "Forget you and your dad and the fact that you got half, and my broken heart turned that shit into art." The shit was actively censored for broadcast, obviously. In the US, if you're unfamiliar, we don't allow a lot of language on broadcast television. Yeah, pretty much. Literally everything is censored except maybe the B word. South Park got away with saying shit a couple times. Well, more than a couple times. Once in a I think the network was just like, all right, you can do it if you pay for it or something. It was very interesting. They said it 126 times, I think, in a 30-minute show. So they took that okay to do it and they ran with it. And that's on basic cable. That's not even on broadcast television. I don't know. We got some interesting rules over here. But I think this is a great idea. Especially since the fact that it's one of the songs she's known for. Like, it became her song, basically. Other than, Breakaway or something. Which is an old song. But I still basically think of her and I think of that song. This is definitely one of those songs as well. What's up, Jace? In the UK, we have a watershed time where after that you can swear. Americans love being allowed to swear. Wait, I touched. Yeah, absolutely. What's weird is we don't have a time where it's like, okay, it's late enough, the kids are asleep. Let's go crazy with it. But I don't know. Very odd. You have to get into like premium channel stuff to allow that, like HBO, that kind of stuff. Netflix, obviously. But yeah, no, we have very strict standards here, apparently, that we're still holding to. But yeah, this is a gorgeous song. Still beautiful song. Definitely one that you think of when you think of her. So it makes sense that if she's going to sing it over, especially in Vegas residency, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's like an 4-day-a-week thing, or maybe even more, where you're performing like constantly. So to sing this day after day after day after day, praising your ex-husband, that would be brutal. Brutal. Oh, gosh. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Still has a great voice. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's go ahead and move to this next one. I had never heard of this person. I went on their website, and apparently they have done a ton of TED Talk. If you're unfamiliar with what a TED Talk is, it's basically a seminar, if you will, that gained popularity quite a few years ago, where people just are invited. They give a seminar in front of an audience, and it's usually pretty interesting. Or I think they say like ideas that change the world or something. I don't know what the tagline is. I think that's it. It's somewhere around there. But let's go ahead and pull this up. It's titled Rives, I think, or Rives, maybe. Oboe with a Guitar. It is a poem. I'm going to actually pull up the lyrics here so we can actually follow along. Head and ready. I'm working in the background here if you're unaware. All right, here we go. Here's the lyrics and bringing up the video. Yeah, no, I had to go to his personal website for any sort of information, and then I went to TED Talks. It was definitely a struggle.
I'm a hobo in a comic strip, dozing on a hill underneath a tree. I got the soles of my worn-out boots flapping in the breeze so my toes poke through. I got a long string of Z's growing from my lips like this. And then one of these. Got a 5 o'clock shadow. Got my stuff in a bundle. Laid out below me is a town called Next. I got a noggin full of songs. I got a story on my tongue. But I got absolutely no other prospects. I'm a hobo in a comic strip, strolling through town. I keep my hobo nose up and my pointy elbows pointed down. Good day, sir. Ma'am? Lovely baby in the pram, you see. I got pride enough to last me past tomorrow, because I never borrow, never steal, never beg. Not even when my thought bubble goes, ooh, chicken leg. But what is that smell? Over past the planter with its tiny row of daffodils, what is that cooling on our windowsill? My oh my, it's an apple pie with a crisscross crust. And you know what else it's got. Those 3 wavy lines rising from the top. Yep, the apple pie is piping hot. I better think for a minute. Turn my lucky pocket inside out, see if happenstance maybe put a penny in it. Better think. Think of things only a hobo knows. Like how a hedgehog will run the way his hedgerow goes. How the cold sleet will eat you when the north winds blow. How the crickets chirp quicker where the green corn grows. How to just tramp through manure and come out smelling like a rose. Oh. I get my light bulb pose. I'm a hobo in a comic strip with a homemade bouquet. I spent a good quarter-hour plucking just the perfect flower. So I take off my hat when I step up on that stool. And I'm hoping this heat doesn't wilt these posies so they droop towards the welcome mat on the front porch floor when va 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 boom comes to the door. And she is so well drawn. She's so proportioned and pretty. I figure maybe she moved here from Comic Strip City. She's got those long eyelashes and an apron on. And this is how the hobo and the homemaker meet. Her with a speech balloon, looming overhead like a typographic moon, going, flowers for me, how sweet. And then, oh, how she blushes when she gets a glimpse of mine. It goes, asterisk, exclamation point, ampersand, @ symbol, $, $, $. You're fine. That next to last panel is so much my favorite, I should clip it out and stick it to an icebox and save it. Because right there, right then, I'd see my heart, my hobo heart, jump from my chest and thump back again. I'm a hobo in a comic strip. I am side by side on a porch swing, singing with my comic strip bride. We like to watch the fireflies light up the dusk. And I painted 2 pickets on her white fence, rust. It reminds me of railroad tracks. They say, hey, mister, listen, ain't you ever coming back to whistling in the moonlight and pissing in the dust? And oh boy, I just might. And I might just not. And I might let that notion go done get forgot. I mean, my oh my. I get daily apple pie. I'm a hobo in a comic strip. And every so often, I'll tell folks stories when I don't really mean them. But oh, don't the twilight stars twinkle? Don't the honeysuckle blossom? Don't 2 lovebirds descend with a banner between them? That's right, friends. The end. Thank you very much.
Oh, I love that. That was very good.
Holler at us afterwards if you feel like it. Don't holler at him, he doesn't speak English. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. That was beautiful. That was really something. Really enjoyed that. Wow. Every day he gets that apple pie. That's so good. Now that's some poetry I can get behind. Indeed. So I found those lyrics on website, which very difficult to find information on this this poet, assuming poet. But I did find the main website, so we're gonna actually look at that. I did find a little write-up on the TED website, so we're gonna look at that specifically. All right, Rives is a performance poet, multimedia artist. He has spoken at TED like multiple. Performance artist and storyteller Rives has been called the first 2.0 poet, using images, video, and technology to bring his words to life. Obviously, that was with a bit of music there. One thing I will say is that it was extremely descriptive. It like put me in the place or in the spot where that hobo was. Description of the pie and the air. It was very descriptive. Why you should listen, part poet, part storyteller, part philosopher. Rives is the co-host of TED Active, as well as a frequent TED speaker. On stage, his poems burst in many directions, exposing multiple layers and unexpected treats. Childhood memories, grown-up humor, notions of love and lust, and what is lost forever, and of what's still out there waiting to unfold. A regular on HBO's Def Poetry Jam, Rives also starred alongside model Raffaele, I think, in the 2008 Bravo special Iconic America, touring the United States on a roller coaster ride through the eye-popping panorama of American pop culture. Flat pages can't contain his storytelling, even when paper is his medium. The pop-up books he creates for children unfold with surprise. The Christmas pop-up present expands for to revealing hidden moving parts, hidden areas, miniature booklets inside. That sounds actually really cool. Wow, that linked to nothingness. That linked to nothing. Good job, Ted. His latest project, The Museum of 4 in the Morning, is an ode to a time that may well be a part of global conspiracy in a good way. So he's done a bunch of talks, 2006, 2007, 2007, 4 a.m. Mystery, If I Controlled the Internet. That sounds interesting. Mockingbird Remix, Story of Mixed Emoticons, Reinventing the Encyclopedia Game, The Museum of 4 in the Morning. Obviously, this is quite a few years old. That was in 2014. Yeah, very interesting. Not a lot of information on them. Definitely not. The website is very, shall we say, sparse? Very sparse. That's literally the website right there. It is very interesting, isn't it? Shopliftwindchimes.com. It's a very, I don't know. If I were to think of a name for a website for a poet, that seems pretty fitting, doesn't it? So I clicked on bio, but led me to there. It's got all his poems listed here, which is very cool. And he does say, if you're a performer looking for permission to cover one of my pieces, permission granted. Very cool. You can listen to the audio poems, look at all the text poems and whatnot. Wonder what the blog is. Oh, last time updated, 2015. Looks like he's on sabbatical. Well, he was on sabbatical. Still maybe on sabbatical. I clicked there on clicked on there for my phone, and there was a clip from Friends, nothing else. Very interesting. Well, I'm not going to do that just in case it gets copyright claimed or something, but very interesting website. I'll say that. It looks like it was made circa, I don't know, 2004. Like it looks old. He does make pop-up books, which is so interesting. It is so super interesting. Look at that. Huh. Very cool. Definitely interactive, for sure. Well, I would say check out more of his poetry. Go ahead and check it out. That was a very good poem. Happy we checked that out. Gosh, it's been a while since I've heard any sort of poetry, to be brutally honest. Let's go ahead and hop into the next video. This is acting out Angela's middle school group chat. This is a Smosh video, if you're unaware. And I've reacted to quite a few Smosh videos recently. I've enjoyed them. This is literally some of the first times I've ever seen Smosh. I've heard of them, obviously, just being around YouTube for years. But I've never actually checked out one of their videos. This has been an interesting introduction, to say the least. They are very fun and it's kind of cool that they have so many personalities to it as well, which is just interesting. You know, they seems like they all became close and friendly with each other, which is very cool. Go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna get rid of this gnat one of these days. It's just flying around me.
Hi! Angela.
Can you tell I'm nervous? Welcome back to Smosh Pit Theater! Woo.
Yeah!
Woo. Guys, we're bringing it back. I think if you remember, Courtney did this before. She read her old diaries. Do you have any advice for me? Because we're going to be reading my old AIM chats. There, I said it.
Yep.
I said it.
Yep. You have scripted out your old iChat from when you were a young teen.
Are you serious?
I'm so happy for you because it was really fun for me to like watch these memories that like I honestly hated come to life.
I'm so
and, like,
glad
be,
I
like,
do not have a
buried
history
forever
of
on the
any
internet.
of those.
Yes, we're going to read them out loud. I know we look like
Good
we're in
grief.
an NYU acting class because we're going to read them.
Actors.
And we're going to perform them. These are real conversations. We've changed the names.
So this is from around like 2007.
Yeah, we're looking at 2007. I was in
Angela's
7th grade, right in smack dab in the middle of middle school. So
The killers are at their peak.
killers are at their
You're even younger than teen then. You're a little preteen.
I'm a little preteen.
Oh, boy.
About to just spark on out.
Yes.
Our first episode is titled, He's a 10, but he doesn't chew gum. Okay?
Wow.
Let's have, Courtney, I would love for you to read Chad.
Amazing.
Who you were talking to at the time.
Yes,
you were
who I was
cycling
talking
through.
to at the time,
Right.
okay? And then let's have Chance. Would you like to be Angela?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm excited.
Okay, it's just between you two, so go up
I
there
am
and
so glad I do not have my chat transcripts from AOL Instant Messenger.
Class, are we ready? Let's give all of our attention.
The
and
cringe.
action.
Did you comment my pics yet?
Nope. Sorry. Do you chew gum? Like, a lot?
Nah, why?
I love it when guys chew gum, LOL.
Oh, man, I chew gum at school all the time.
Wow. Well, hint, chew gum in front of me.
Shut up!
Oh my gosh.
Okie dokie, I did last night.
Yeah, I know.
Angela and Chad are silent for a beat, and then Chad blurts out.
Next week, my best friend is coming, so if she kisses me, don't think anything's happening between us. Like, she's like a sis to me.
I don't care.
Whoa.
Okay, but I like you, that's all. You need to know. Can I get a hug tomorrow? LOL.
LOL. Yeah, you can. Why do you want a hug?
Think.
Oh gosh.
Because you like me?
LMAO.
Am I right?
Yeah, and I love hugs. LOL.
No, he's one of those dudes. He's
BRB
like,
illy.
can I get a hug? What about my hug? Oh god. Oh, good god.
There's a
we need
lot
to go
here.
back through this.
If you need your own copy.
Yeah, we might.
Talk, I'm sorry. That one comment by Chad is
Yeah.
unhinged for several reasons.
Which one?
For one, you're talking to a girl like that you're clearly flirting
Chew
with.
gum
Now,
in
by
front
the
of me
way,
or
I have a
whatever.
friend coming. If you see us kiss, you see us make out, don't worry. She's like a sister to me.
No, it's okay. Honest king.
What?
Honest king. He's putting it out there.
Covering his bases.
He's covering his bases. He's like full transparency
100%.
if we're
I get
gonna
it.
go the full.
And I just straight up went, I don't care.
Yeah. Hour.
So now we'll talk about Chad because I wanted to see like an
Wow.
honest interpretation of him before I put images in your head. Because we'll see Chad again
Okay.
in class today. And Chad was just all swag, nothing else.
Oh.
No thoughts.
Sure sounds like it.
That's called guys in middle school.
That's it. That's it. No thoughts.
hydrate.
No.
Only
He was
swag.
just like there was nothing going on.
Is it baseball cap with hair coming out?
Baseball cap backwards?
It was baseball cap backwards.
back-
Gym
Long
shorts.
socks?
It was
Skinny.
really skinny and really cool and like hands up in the pocket.
What kind of cap are we talking? Was it a fox cap?
I couldn't tell
Oh, it probably was Fox.
you. All right, good job. Okay, we have our second conversation, and it also includes.
I got the picture
wait for it,
immediately of
Chad.
who Chad
Return of
is.
Chad.
The return of
Goodness.
Chad.
Chad.
For this one, we have AIM statuses, and if you don't know what that was, when you weren't online, you could say something in your absence. Like one would normally say,
Usually be like
away from computer, offline.
Definitely
but
lyrics.
Then you could add stuff.
Definitely
so
music
as
lyrics.
Teenagers, it was kind of the original little subtweet. You could kind of say anything you wanted, and people used that. So you could be like,
Yep.
away, homework, pissed off, or like, let's have Shane. Would you like to take Chad out for a ride?
Wow.
Let's do it.
Wow.
It was usually
That's
song
like
lyrics,
the-
which was
the
just
Johnny of my
meanings
stuff.
upon meanings upon meanings,
played by
and
Noah.
you're trying to like read into it. Like, are they talking about
Get
me?
up on there. Get up on there. Get up on there.
Always
This
angsty.
one's called
Yes.
Chad's Down Bad. And action.
I need to talk to you.
Huh?
Talk to you, I mean. It's important. You want a hint?
Okay.
It has to do with me and you.
Oh my God.
I really like you. Like a lot.
You're always so quiet.
All right, let
I
me
was
move
crying the
this
whole
just a
time
little bit
last
so we can
night.
definitely make.
Why? Geez, stop crying. LOL.
There we go.
LOL.
Now we can definitely see who's talking.
Were you just crying because of that girl?
No, because I want you.
Oh,
Wow.
the
You
beat drop.
Want me?
But I didn't know if you wanted to go out with me.
You don't even know me!
Whoa.
What's my last name?
I know.
I don't know, like I'm supposed to know?
Oh,
A guy doesn't ask a
man.
girl for her last name, LOL.
Okay then. What school do I go to?
Melican or something.
What's my phone with the F? What's my phone number? Without looking into your phone.
325 555
No, come on now.
7889.
Okay.
What's
No
my
one
number without
remembers
looking in your
numbers.
phone?
IDK, it starts with a 4.
LMAO, you're so cute.
Are you like best friends with James?
A little. Why?
IDK. That's a colon slash face.
ILY. BRB.
I don't think I can go out with you.
Why?
I
Why?
can't do that to Ryan or CC
Who's Ryan?
from church. Ryan,
This is so awkward.
Just for him? That's messed up.
no, and CC.
No, and
She
Cece.
tells me how much she likes you all the time. That would be so mean if I went out with you after that. Ryan would hate me forever.
So you don't care about me?
I do!
Wow. No.
But I care about them too. I care about everyone.
You just want my heart to be broken.
But CC would freak out if
Whoa.
she ever find out you had a thing for me. No, why the hell would you say that?
Because it's starting to break now.
OMGG.
Oh,
Why don't you think
wow.
about somebody else besides you for once?
Oh, yeah. You don't like me. I forgot. Sorry.
What the hell? Why do you say that?
I should have waited to say it to your face.
No effins? But that would have been better. But just imagine if you were Ryan or CC right now. Dude.
Dude.
I guess you want my heart to be broken.
OMG, please stop!
my God.
You're making me seem like I'm the bad guy. I am the one thinking of other PPL's feelings. I never
PPL's
said no
feelings.
to you. I just said I might not be able to.
Oh my God. This is an
Seriously, stop.
unbelievable exchange.
BRB. I'ma eat.
Goodbye.
Chad exits off screen. His AIM status is updated to.
I'm away from the sidekick now. I love her.
And scene. Good job, boy.
Wow.
I forgot that we used to not type in full words.
A
It's
lot.
the most
We used to
difficult
spell
thing to read.
offense like that.
Yeah, it was so misspelled.
Phone with an F.
Yes.
Defense.
That's a lot of passion you got out of Chad.
Yeah.
I
There's a
came
lot
into
of
this
like
being
passive
he's not gonna get that
aggressive,
emotional. He got.
you know,
But he did because
manipulation.
I just literally, he said he liked me, and I was like, you don't even know me.
You just want me heartbroken.
What's my last name? What's my phone number?
boom.
Give it up for these scene partners.
Wow.
I really do feel like that was like 1-for-1 of a combo of me and Johnny. That's awesome.
Oh my God, that's really good.
That was so
That's
strong.
every middle
very
school
much.
conversation.
Where it's like the most
Yeah.
mellow but most dramatic conversation ever.
Now we're gonna get into group combos, where all the drama starts, okay?
Oh,
but these are
God.
school friends. I think Chad was either mutual friends or like church friends, wasn't a school friend. But these are school friends. Okay, so reading the role of
How does she
Angela,
have
Rasha,
all
will you take
these?
it?
I would love.
Wow.
Okay, and reading for Sawyer.
Must have put it up on like a
Sawyer.
journal or something.
Pete,
Live journal.
Jane,
Okay.
Wow.
Pete.
and Kelly. Chance.
Yes.
What's the vibe on
Every
this?
drama as teens is like
okay,
end
so
of the
Pete
world. Yeah,
and Sawyer
exactly.
are very close. They're best friends.
You just want my heart broken.
Kelly is one of my friends. Kelly had a little bit
Why
of
would
power
you
over me.
say
She would,
that?
like kind of would call the shots. Sawyer and Pete are buds that I think Kelly has a crush on one of them. So I'm doing a little bit of work for one of them.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, so go for it.
I'm Pete.
Okay, and action.
Are you guys going tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sup?
So,
I think. What time?
Kelly's here too.
Okay. Who are you gonna bring?
Kelly, you're coming. And we might bring candy.
Hi.
What are we doing? I don't really know what's going on, LOL.
We're seeing a movie.
Okay, we got movie.
what got?
One sec.
We gotta check movie times.
Okay, tell me when you get it.
Okay.
Can you guys get a ride there and back?
Yeah, I should be able to.
You haven't asked yet?
Well, it's fine. Believe me, it's fine. Haha.
I can go.
By the way, the Yankees just won the greatest
Pete
game
just
in
wants
the
to
world.
be there.
So what movie are you guys thinking of? What?
Would you want to see Superbad again?
I don't know anything funny or scary.
Oh, hell yeah, I'd see Superbad again. Ha ha ha. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's great.
I'm scared to get in trouble.
She has no sneaking into movie skills.
It's seriously my favorite.
Openly
movie.
talking about
It's
somebody
kinda
in the group chat.
sexual, and they say the F word 186 times, but it's great. So what's up? No.
Oh no, Pete.
Sorry, I'm trying to
Pete.
convince Kel to sneak in with me, but it's not working.
Seriously, not working?
Come on, Kelly.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come one.
We are seeing Superbad, and if you don't want to
Great
sneak in,
movie.
then you can't come.
Very good movie.
LOL.
Still holds up to
You are
today.
stupid, Pete.
If you really want to go, then you'll be like, okay, fine, okay, I'll do it.
That's blackmail.
How is that blackmail? Question mark?
So Kel, you ain't do it?
1 second.
Okay, when you decide, just tell me. If I'm not online, just text me. Okay.
Kelly. I'll get you to say yes. Hello?
1 second.
And scene.
That
Chad Flowers.
the most effort to see Superbad I've ever seen.
Right.
Justice for Kelly.
Justice for Kelly.
Kelly.
She set her boundaries. She did not want to sneak into that movie.
She said 1 second.
And let me say, these four ended up hanging out. And that morning, I got my period for the first time.
Superbad will do that to you.
Good job, guys!
That's part of the movie.
Good job, guys! That was incredible.
That is part of the movie.
This next one, we got another group combo. Okay, who hasn't read Angela yet?
I have not been Angela.
Okay, you ready?
You're a perfect Angela.
There you go. And then I'm gonna have, let's see, I'm gonna have Arasha, you play, let's see, I'm gonna have you play Candy.
Ooh.
Yum.
Wow, nice.
And Noah, you're gonna play Lauren.
Okay.
And Noah, I'm giving you a lot right now, okay? This is,
Okay.
you're playing the bully.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever been a
Oh.
bully in my
Oh,
life.
That's why I
love
went
a
with
bully.
it. I went with something
Not
really,
really.
far. Candy is my best friend. So just
I'm
give it your all, guys.
This, okay.
Can I just say one thing? One little fucking thing?
One think.
Don't
Uh-oh.
go and tell Candy every fucking detail of what we say and do to each other, okay? Okay. Thank you.
What?
Excuse me?
You know what?
Don't ever
This is
call
in a
Candy
group chat?
bitch again.
That's crazy.
Bitch. Bitch.
Wow. Get over it.
B-I-T-C-H, bitch.
Okay, Candy leaves the conversation.
Tell her that too.
My goodness. She is your friend. She thought you were
God.
kidnapped.
It's kidnapped.
OMG!
And scene. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack.
Sorry, it's kidney papped.
Kidney papped.
I messed it up. Got a kidney papped.
Wow.
She thought you were kidney papped.
So I have been trying to figure out what this was about, but I do
What
remember
the
someone like
heck?
ditching someone at the mall. Or
Oh,
something like that.
Lauren would have done that.
Like somebody did that, and that's why I think someone
that
was
sounds like
oh my
classic
God,
teen drama.
She thought you were
Ditching
I don't
somebody.
know. We could just try it one more time, or we could switch the roles. Does anybody want to play Lauren?
I'd be a bully.
Let's do it.
Let's switch it up. And you are still gonna play Angela.
I guess I'll still play Angela.
And deep breath, action.
Can I just say one thing? One fucking thing.
One think.
Don't go and tell Candy every fucking detail of what we say and do to each other. Okay?
What?
Excuse me. Don't ever call Candy a bitch again.
Holy
Bitch. Bitch. Bitch.
It feels like that was at me.
Wow. You? Get over it.
Wherever it.
B-I-T-C-H. Bitch.
Candy leaves the conversation.
Tell her that too.
My goodness.
My goodness.
She is your friend. She thought you were kidney papped.
Kidney papped.
She thought you were kidney papped.
It's kidnapped.
Oh my God!
Scene.
Now that was beautiful.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
I was trying to go full. I am your mother.
Yes.
She was your friend.
Kidney papped.
That's intense.
That was
That
intense.
is-
And the conversation
That
goes
is an
on,
intense conversation
folks, and it was
for
really
teenagers.
because just Lauren just crying for help.
I don't think I've
using
ever
bitch,
had a conversation like
bitch
that.
only.
Yeah. I feel like Candy or Lauren and Angela. I feel
Usually
like
it's just
you guys might have,
passive aggressive and
been
that's it.
hanging
Like
out
I've
and
never
whatever,
had like something like
and
that.
then you told
Especially in a group
Candy,
chat. That's crazy.
a bunch of stuff that I said.
And the fact
it
that
came back to
Lauren
me, and that's
said
why
that
I was
to
like,
Candy
hey,
with
like, why
Candy
are you
present,
telling her
like
all of my
what?
secrets? And maybe also we didn't tell her that we were hanging out, which is why she thought that someone was kidnapped.
Yeah.
She was like, is everybody hanging out without me? Like, where
Angela
are they?
knew the reason. Angela knew the
Angela
reason.
knew.
She was like, I had to tell her. She
I
thought you
had
were
to
kidnapped.
Yes. That's exactly what it was.
That's
Now I
really
remember
rough.
because our friend group was all about like when somebody leaves, we talk and then I would tell them because I felt very
Yeah.
yeah, and that was a
Oh.
problem. I had. Yeah.
That's loyal.
Church will
Talking
do that to
shit
you.
behind
Church will do
people's
that.
backs. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Thank you guys. You did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I think the Chad ones were like a nice rip of the Band-Aid, and the rest was just jolly fun.
I missed him at the end there.
Yeah,
Those
I
Chad
mean,
ones
the
were
most cringe is,
beautiful.
like this person just saying they like me and me not letting them.
Yeah.
Like
Self-sabotage.
That's just so hard, and it's so mean.
Did you kiss Chad?
Did you no. I don't even think I think we probably side hugged.
Did you kiss Ryan from church?
Oh, kiss him.
Oh, okay.
Kiss him on Space Mountain.
Wow.
What part of Space Mountain? When the picture's taken? When you're going up?
How did you do that?
That's like a violent ride.
Okay, folks, that was Smosh Pit Theater.
That ride is fast and dark.
Tell us if you liked and you
You're
want
literally
to see
just like-
more AIM's journal entries. I have a bunch of journals. I know a bunch of people here journal.
Yes.
And we can go back and we could read these AIMs. We are also thinking we could read old dating app combos. We got guys, wanna
So it was
see
on
that
a
stuff?
journal.
Put it in the comments because we want to know what you want to see.
Proud of you.
I did it.
job,
Proud of you
Angela.
guys.
Great job.
You did it. You did it.
Would you
That was
guys hang out
awesome.
with me, Willie?
That was very fun.
I wouldn't have.
Thanks for watching.
Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw out some love. Smosh is very funny. That is such a good idea for a video, but I don't know who else still has those conversations. Like, I know you could save them. You could save them, but I definitely didn't. Thank God I didn't. I didn't know it was a ride. Thought it was a euphemism. Yeah. I think I went back in high school. And Space Mountain was somewhat new at that point at Disney. And it was unbelievable. Like, it's a inside dark roller coaster. So you have no idea where you're going. It's completely pitch black. You're literally just holding on, rocking in all different directions. It's wild. Let me see if I can. Ooh, here's a picture of it with the lights on. Ooh, this is terrifying. Look at this. Looks like a wooden ride. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, you're just zooming around. But this is completely in dark. This is the only time I've seen it with the lights on. That is crazy looking. Actually, that's kind of cool because with the lights off, you don't have to hide like the ladders and the support, you know, how to get up there and like fix things and whatnot. That kind of makes sense. That is crazy. Crazy to see. Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe I've never looked that up before. Lord. Look at that. Yeah, it's a wild ride. You are literally just thrown in your seat. And the fact that it's in the dark just makes it way scarier than it should be. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're heading. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. Is it still around? I have no idea. I have no idea. But it's a fun ride. Smosh is a very, very interesting concept to have all those different personalities. They seem friendly. Obviously, the on-screen chemistry is fantastic between everybody. Obviously, a little bit more fantastic between Shane and Courtney. But Angela, I'm going to attempt that name. It is Giaratana. Giaratana, maybe? I like how it says this article has multiple issues. Has multiple. Actress, singer, performer based in LA. Began appearing in Smosh videos 2022. Graduate of UCLA School of Theater, film and television. Also studied comedy theater such as Upright Citizen Brigade, Groundlings, and Second City. That is very improv based. Also appeared in several short films. Made her TV acting debut in the role as Hipster Number 2 in the American sitcom Two Broke Girls. Oh yeah, that's gosh, who is that? Kat Dennings, I think. She also appeared in many TV series, including Nickelodeon's Danger Force, Call Your Mother, also ABC Discovers Los Angeles Talent Showcase. Recently, she became well known for her work with Star Kid Productions. She first appeared with Team Star Kid in the musical Black Friday, playing stoner Toy Zone worker Lex Foster. Several members of the Team Star Kid appeared as guests in the video Try Not to Laugh Challenge. 117 with Team Star Kid. Has been told that she resembles American actor and comedian Chris Kattan. Oh my God. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Oh, I don't think that's a compliment, honestly. Probably doesn't like that. Was connected to various other Smosh members before officially joining the channel. Usually eats lunch with Chance or Amanda. Studied at UCLA and participated annually in the music competition Spring Sing. Many of these performances are available on YouTube. Angela's dyslexic. Aside from Smosh, well known for her work with the music theater company Star Kid, which we've seen quite a few videos on of the Harry Potter, which was very cool, very funny. Angela's Italian, has a chihuahua named Spork. Her mother made a cameo. That's fun. Has a fear of wings, specifically them moving quickly near her. She won prom queen in high school. She admits it felt like a joke because she was the one who organized prom. Oh, gosh. Hey, you know what? That's still pretty cool. Still pretty neat. One of the best Smosh members, says this person. Comedic genius. Wow. High praise. High praise. That's the fact that she still had copies of those transcripts is just wild to me. Oh my gosh. As she was reading through that, especially the Chad stuff, I was just kind of going back in my mind and thinking about some of the idiotic conversations I had, with like crushes and stuff like that. Oh God. Ugh. But yeah, those AOL Instant Messenger was definitely a thing, and it was fantastic. You had like a bio section or like a profile that you could, change, and away statuses were very much like subtweeting, or a lot of times, especially the popular kids, it was like a way of talking about somebody without directly talking to somebody, usually through song lyrics or something like that. Oh gosh. And if you had a crush on somebody and you saw their away message or their profile, you were looking for like hints. It's almost like a investigation or some kind. It's just ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I do not miss those times, although it was kind of funny looking back on it. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and move forward. I do it is really impressive how many video ideas that Smosh has had over the years. It just seems like it's never ending. Like, I don't think I've watched the same situation twice, which is very cool. I think in one of the articles I read, they come up with these show ideas, they run it for a little bit, and then it gets stale, and then they end it. Or they end it because they just want to move on to something else. But it was a long list. It was like massive of these concepts for shows. And it's impressive. Very impressive. But then again, you also have like 20 on-air personalities, so I'm assuming they can all come up with some idea of what to do. But yeah, very, very cool and impressive. The final video for today is actually... Oh gosh, do I attempt these names? Ooh, I don't know if I want to. Hey, what's up, Roxas? I don't know if I want to attempt these names, to be brutally honest. It's not going to go well. Antai Jin, and Yi Shiwu. Oh, I completely butchered that. What's going on, man? How's it going? It has been a minute. Need to play some more Fortnite. Till the End of the Moon and Love is Sweet, Lucid Dream. It is a music video based on those shows. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely butchered the heck out of those. But I do know this. Those shows look amazing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The CGI, the costumes. It looks like it had an unbelievable budget. And I wish I could find numbers for it because I'd love to see it. But very hard to find. I've looked. I've definitely looked. Well, let's go ahead and jump in. And this does have subtitles, so I hope they're large enough to read. But let's go.
흐린 기억 속에 꼼접혀나서 날 부르는 그대 그 목소리가 점점 선명해져 날 이끌어 Hear my dream
밀어내 계속 난 외면해 기억 속에 있는 너를 다시 밀어내 내 머릿속에 짙은 너의 향기 때문에 난 끝없이 아프고 또 아파와 그대는 어디에 있나요 찾고 또 찾아봐도 보이지 않아요 그대는 어디에 있나요 놓지 말아줘 Remember now to save me
I love the theory, or at least the fans that are like, Love is Sweet is almost like a continuation of Till the End of the Moon. It's very interesting. It's like thinking of it through a whole other dimension. Exactly. Why can't American shows have that kind of camera quality? Like we film on a potato. That is something I've recognized, is that the cinematography is just a different level. Very much a movie-like. Maybe they're just so much better at post-production. Yeah, costumes are gorgeous. Crazy. Yeah, maybe it's not a budget thing. It's just skill. It's a skill issue. I will say this, a lot of the shows revolve around these like epic stories, as opposed to just, you know, modern life and issues. There's no real history to a lot of it. This could very easily be a movie. gosh. Stunning. Stunning as usual. Grief. And I do love how it's the same actors in both. So you almost get like a continuation of the story. Because till the end of I'm not crying here. Right. You almost get a continuation of the story, which is very interesting. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original edit. Go throw it some much deserved love. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Great editing matching the two shows and the lyrics. Much so. It is unbelievable. I think I've reacted to Till the End of the Moon like 2 times, 3 times at this point, and it's just stunning every time. I don't see a lot of that in American entertainment shows. Very much, it's usually based around other countries' history. You know, we just did Rain and the Tudors earlier. Those are the kind of shows I like. The very period piece, historical dramas, etc. You just don't get a lot of that. There's just no possibility of it, which is sad, honestly. Had 40 episodes. Could they have cut that down into a movie? Probably. I mean, it wouldn't have been as good, probably, because there's a lot of content there. But maybe they could have cut it down a little bit. After losing Lee, a grief-stricken Tante searches for her soul for 500 years. Was rescued by a cultivation sect, becomes a disciple, and meets the reborn Lee Susu again, just as the two rekindle their love. The revelation of Tante's birth nature nonetheless brings the 3 realms into danger again. Facing a brutal fate, Tante Jin sets in motion a plan to stop the end. 2-part movie, perhaps? Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. Or like just a built-in like trilogy. Like they know they're going to make it into a trilogy. Kind of dip into the backstory a little bit more. That stuff. I don't know why I thought of this, but I thought of the Dark Knight trilogy. How you have the Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. You could almost do like a trilogy of it. It's a fascinating. Gosh. Yeah, I don't understand why the camera work, the cinematography, the Lord of the Rings, that's a good one too. Cinematography, the editing, the bokeh effect is just outrageous. How it was focused on her face and you had like these falling particles behind her. Stunning. Stunning work. Epic stories, usually dealing around good and evil. Obviously, original Devil God is one of the characters. The Devil God is relegated to taking in the world's sins, armed with his evil bone. The bone refining seal created from his heart, the God slaying crossbow created from his bone, and sky slashing sword. The names of these things are just amazing. Created from hellfire, Devil God plans to open the all in distress way and return the world back to primordial central chaos to ensure his resurrection. In case the plan fails, he signs a pact with the Moon Tribe for them to be the guardian of the devil fetus. So cool. So free. And then obviously on the other end, this is Love is Sweet is obviously more of a romance. Well, the other one is a romance, but this is more like classic romance. "36 episodes. I like how it's not like Devil Fetus is crazy, right? Hellfire. Forged in hellfire. I do want to see what the Devil's crossbow looks like. That's probably awesome looking. But I like the fact that they use the same actors. That's so cool. And I like how it's not stretched over like 150 episodes. Just it's got a story to tell, it tells it, and it gets it over. Not, 22 seasons of Till the End of the Moon. I'm sure there's parts where it drags. I'm sure there is, but I'm assuming since it's so condensed, it probably doesn't drag a lot. You know how people always go, well, after season 5, it kind of lost it, but then it kind of found itself towards the end. I'm sure that doesn't exist as much. Undefeated God of War. A wolf in the investment banking world who acts decisively and works efficiently. He's been secretly in love with Jiang for 10 years. Was always too afraid to confess. He's always played jokes and scared her since she was young, to try to help Jiang cultivate a tougher personality. Oh, that's right. That's right. He quote-unquote bullied her so she grew a tougher skin. There's always going to be parts that drag and never... True. But I think the chances are probably less if it's less episodes. I forgot about this. Yes. So, yeah, that is such an interesting concept for a show here. Once the alleged big bully of her childhood, now MH's executive director goes out of his way to prevent her from entering the company. Oh my God, I forgot about that. It's a romantic comedy. And he basically, it's almost like how children kind of like beat up on each other to show that they love or like the other person? Very similar. But they do it in adulthood, which is very interesting. I'm sure it's more of in like a teasing way and not so much bully. They do use the word bully, but I'm sure it's not that bad. Been in love with her for 10 years and that he's always quote unquote bullied, teased more than likely, her to toughen her up so that she would not cry so easily when faced with difficulties because she has a tear allergy. When we looked it up, that is a real thing. And apparently there's only like 37 cases of it so far in the world, which is super interesting. Can you imagine being allergic to your own tears? That would just be awful. You could never be sad. Or if you got sad, you'd have to like pinch yourself and like, or something. It can't be that bad. Just an ass woman here and there, right? Trip her, that kind of stuff. Just signs to let her know you care, When he confesses, she reciprocates his feelings and they start dating. So it must have been lighthearted. Unless she was worried that he was going to bully her if she said no. And that's a whole other can of worms. But no, probably not. Finally successfully proposes after several failed attempts, to which Jiang accepts and then gets pregnant with their first child. Boy, that's a lot of resiliency. I don't know. If I propose to somebody, if I were to propose to somebody and I got rejected after the first time, I don't know if I'd go back. Like that seems like a pretty definitive like rejection of who you are. Maybe it's more situational, I guess. But after several, at a certain point, maybe 2, 3, you got to start to think like, is it me? I don't think it's situational at that point. You got to start going, am I making the right decision here? Like, several failed attempts at proposing. Hey, I've been trying to get with this girl for years, so I resonate with him. You know what? But a proposal, though, a marriage proposal. I don't know what she says, but I'm assuming like no. Like that would sting. That would sting. And after a couple times, I don't know. I think I'd have to reassess. So he's 27 and she is, how old is she? 25. All right. Maybe she was too young when it started or something. I don't know if this is like at the end of it. How many years have gone by in the show? Maybe they were just too young. I proposed 4 times to her. What? What? I thought it meant like he didn't manage to propose and like she's oblivious rather than saying no. Let me reread that. Finally successfully proposes after several failed attempts. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that might be right. Must have been like situational. Like it just didn't seem like the right time or something. Just kidding, just kidding. I thought you were. I was like, what? We were just terrifying right now. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I think you're right on that, Jace. Finally successfully proposes after several failed attempts. Oh, yeah. That does sound like it just never fully happened. Either there was probably interruptions or something, I'm assuming. Go ahead and hit an ad, and I'll be right back. All right. It has been a wonderful stream. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. 5 interesting videos. We listened to poetry. We listened to Kelly Clarkson sing. There was a couple mashups in there. It was very interesting. I don't think we've done a stream of these kind of videos ever, honestly. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube. Check out the Discord as well. It is free and open to the public. I think we're at like 56 members at this point and growing. So go ahead and join today. There's links all over the place on the Twitch, on the website, everywhere. In the description of the YouTube video. Follow the Twitch if you're watching on Twitch. Look out for a Fortnite stream. It is coming. It is coming. I've been missing it like crazy. We're going to continue on with Life is Strange on Saturday, so go ahead and check out the Todd Reacts Plays YouTube channel. If you're a fan of YouTube and you're watching on YouTube, you want to stay on YouTube, go ahead and check that out because I will be dual streaming Fortnite and Life is Strange to both. Go ahead and check that out. Winter collection of merch is ending in just over 10 days. Go ahead and pick something out. Members get 15% off on every order. It ships worldwide. And we got the summer collection coming. I think you'll enjoy it. We got some new items I'm going to be designing here shortly. It should launch on June 1st. And yeah, if you want to request your own videos, toddreacts.com. Season and series tiers, that's how you do it. And if you just want to watch the longer form content, you can do the episode tier. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. It is Wednesday. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. If you're watching this another day, hope you have a great day, night, morning, whatever. All right. Take care of yourselves. I shall see you on the next one. Thanks for joining, Jace. Thanks for the links. Roxas, always good to see you. And bye-bye.